This project is about the importance of farmers being able to achieve their grazing residuals in the spring period in particular, and to help track the consequences of not achieving them on things like pasture quality, milk production. This project is about farmers having indicators that they can look for of appropriate grazing management, such as a target grazing residual, a target pre-grazing level and an appropriate leaf state. So the impact of having your grazing residuals higher than target is that, first of all, you've missed an opportunity to have a little bit more of the pasture that you've grown eaten by the cows. If that's the result of having some supplement go in there, there's always a cost of putting that in there, whereas the pasture that you grow, in many cases, it's already been paid for. It's sort of a sunk cost already. So grazing residual is missed, there's going to be consequences like that pasture won't get eaten, and the plant will have a greater amount of uneaten leaf that will just die as the new leaves emerge in the pasture. So you've missed an opportunity to harvest all the pasture growth that's available. I think it's always good for farmers to have something to compare their own situation, their own assessment of how they're going. On our farms we've got the opportunity to measure things a little bit more in more detail than they have. Filling up the vat's not the same as what's happening in your bank account, particularly in a year like the milk prices that we're having here. So this is sort of making that link between the grazing management and the profitability of it. The value of achieving target residuals and being able to reduce the amount of supplement used at this time of the year in the spring is that farmers, first of all, they can take some cost out and feed the pasture, which is a cheaper source of feed. By doing that, they're actually saving some of the supplement that may be in their budgets for later in the year, when it can be used to fill a genuine feed deficit in the summer. Over the years we've noticed that farmers have been tempted to keep supplement in because of perceived benefits around the mating program and getting cows and calf. The research that we've done on that topic would suggest there's minimal impact of feeding supplement on in-calf rates when you've already got adequate pasture on the farm and can offer the cows adequate quality pasture. What happens here each week is that we have a system of visually assessing the pastures. We also take cuts and quadrats each week where we visually assess the grass in the quadrats, and then we dry it in the oven with good adequate quantities of good quality pasture. You could work towards taking out any supplements that have routinely been fed at this time of the year, achieve your target grazing residuals, still get your cows and calf, and have some wins in terms of quality of pasture in the future. Should have resulted in less damage to the bank balance as well. Having worked so hard to get to this point, it would be a pity if farmers took their foot off the pedal and their eye off the pasture management.